What's up, fellow junkies, and welcome back. We are the Horror Junkies 509.
I'm Jeff.
And I'm Kyle. If you guys haven't been keeping up, this is the Gory Details, you guys. This is episode 3. So if you've missed episode 1, The Inferno, and episode 2, Trick or Treat, you guys need to catch up. Come along with us on this adventure, you guys. Maybe watch those, like, comment, maybe tickle that subscribe button, see if you like what you see.
Tickle the shit out of it.
Tickle me Elmo. Tickle him until he shits his pants. We don't care. Here, you guys, so something new. We got an extra chair here today, so we got our first special guest. Matt, you want to come join us?
That was such a lovely smattering of applause.
We're working on the round of applause button, you guys. It's a work in progress.
Yeah.
Alright, guys. So since we have a special guest, it's our first one. We are gonna give him the option whether he wants to spin or pick a movie because this isn't like pick the 3 doors, you win a prize. This is like you gotta pick one or you gotta surprise yourself with one. So Matt, what would you like to do?
I'd like to spin, please.
You're not gonna be one of those old ladies on The Price is Right, are you?
Well, kind of. I'm shooting for $1.
I love The Price is Right. That's like one of my favorite shows.
Jeff, are you one of the old ladies in The Price is Right?
Hell yeah.
She's got an I Love Bob Barker shirt. She refuses to admit that it's actually hosted by Drew Carey now.
Yeah,
Does it exist? I want an I Love Bob Barker shirt.
Jeff, you
I'll
make
get you one
t-shirts.
for Christmas.
It's true.
Alright, guys, so back on topic. Matt, you want to go spin that wheel? Spin that wheel!
Spin it.
And we'll see what we're watching, fellas. And ladies, fellow lady junkies.
Looks like we get Child's Play.
Alright, you guys, this is the original Killer Doll movie. So if you haven't seen this one, come with us on this adventure. Watch it along with us if you can, because we can't really show it on YouTube. We ain't got that kind of technology. Or do we have the rights to it?
Yeah.
We don't want to get sued.
Copyright infringement's a bitch.
A big bitch.
I've actually never seen this movie, so...
Really?
Yeah,
It's been a while since I've seen it, so it's going to be fun for me.
interesting.
So you might see a scared Jeff after this, you guys.
Maybe.
You might not see him at all.
Right? Alright, guys, so like always, we're going to go watch this movie, then we're going to come back and have a sit-down chat. We're going to get into those gory details with you, because this is what?
The Gory Details.
With who?
Jeff,
Kyle,
Kyle, and Matt.
Special guest, you guys. See you in a little while. And we're back. We are the Horror Junkies.
I'm Jeff.
I'm Kyle, and our special guest.
Matt.
Matt.
Alright, guys, so we just finished 1988 Child's Play, the original. This is where we first meet the possessed dog Chucky. Kind of get into this movie a little bit if you guys haven't seen it, you guys. I recommend watching it. It's definitely the original killer doll slasher. I know there's other killer dolls, whether they came first or second. Doesn't matter, but everyone knows Chucky usually. So kind of to get into the plot, like I said, basically, I'm going to do this as flat out and basic as possible. Kind of a psychopath, gets his spirit put into the doll, and then this kid gets the doll for his birthday, and starts out, the doll kind of just whispers to this little kid, starts doing all these bad things, kind of, everyone's blaming the kid, he's trying to say it was Chucky, and kind of just goes on from there. This doll obviously eventually reveals himself as being that killer Charles Lee Ray, they find out, and then he starts going on his little warpath for this movie. I mean, it all culminates with him being a pile of ash, basically, with a hole in his heart. So, like I said, I mean, not much to the movie, but with these classics, there's not a whole hell of a lot, would you guys say, when we come to these ones?
No,
Not really. The plots are always really basic.
But I mean, we're saying that now after we see like new horror movies these days, like Insidious, The Conjuring. Lots of thought that go into those kind of movies, but these ones are like the classics. It is what it is. All right, guys. So for the body count, 4 kills in this movie, so not much for us to go off of. I mean, very fun kills, so it's like at least there's something to talk about there. Jeff, you want to start off with your favorite kill?
My favorite kill is actually not one of the victims. Mine is when Chucky fucking dies. Because as a little kid, Chucky scared the shit out of me. Fucking hate Chucky, and it was nice to watch him die. And I like that because they fucking set his ass on fire. They fucking, like, shoot him a billion times. They pretty much, like, dismember him. Yeah, that's right. Fuck you. So glad that he died.
He thought you were talking shit, so he wanted to come too.
No, that was my favorite kill. Fuck Chucky.
Alright, Matt, you want to go ahead?
Very good choice on his part. I'm going to have to go ahead and say my favorite part is when they favorite kill is essentially when they blow up a building to kill a dude. So, that was very fun, if not only because of the fact that they blow up a building, but just the way in which they kind of construct the whole scene is very well done. And, I mean, anytime you get to see a building explode is always fun. So
It's always better when someone's walking slowly away from it and they don't get affected by the wave at all.
well,
we didn't
obviously,
get that.
yeah, we don't get that in this one. But yeah, if there was a slow motion explosion with a dude walking away looking like a badass, that would be cool. But still, explosion, building collapsing.
That's the other thing I want to know though, is because like literally like the scene just before the building explodes, like you see the little kid like walking like 2 feet away from the house, and then the house explodes. Like, where the fuck was the little kid? What happened to him? Did he get away?
He may have been the badass, but we weren't ready to see someone just walk slowly away from an explosion yet.
I guess not.
I don't know if it was
'cause
happening
I was-
in '88.
That's
yet.
what I was thinking when that happened. I was like, where the fuck's the little kid?
Okay,
Like,
no,
did he just die?
No, the thing that so that's the part that really confuses it. The part that confused the crap out of me is why nobody on the friggin' L train is sitting there wondering why the hell there's a little kid sitting around with a doll in the middle of school hours just chilling on the L.
Right?
Why is that not a big
Where
deal?
were you, truancy officers?
Right?
Where were you?
You
The
gave Jeb a
fucking
bunch
80s.
of problems. You gave Jeb a bunch of problems for not being at school, but this kid's
Right?
cool.
Yeah,
It's
whatever.
probably because he had a little puff on his little beanie
He had a
there.
pom-pom? I know, shit.
Alright guys, so moving on to me. Definitely going to go with probably the most gruesome kill in this movie. When Chucky was going to kill like his mentor, the black voodoo dude. I'm getting racist, but that's okay. Don't tell anybody. Okay.
Wait, do white voodoo dudes exist? I'm so confused.
Charles Lee Ray's kind of one. I mean, he
Yeah.
voodooed himself into the doll.
He's a voodoo apprentice, though. He doesn't count.
He's still
Yeah,
alive.
but dude, Obi-Wan Kenobi was a prince, and look at him.
Yeah? So?
Just saying. Who killed Darth Maul? Thank you. Thank you.
But the mentor, also white. I'm just saying. Just saying.
It's okay. All right. Mason Windu's there too. He's black. Okay.
Oh,
This is
you're
not
so
the Star.
bad.
This is not the Star Wars junkies. Okay. Sorry, you guys. So back to my favorite kill. I liked it because it kind of had like I said, it was the most gruesome kill. He started out with he used the voodoo doll, broke the guy's leg, started stabbing the doll. I mean, not a lot of voodoo kills in slasher movies that I've seen before. Definitely a more original kill for this movie. And you know, it kind of like this is where you got to find out why Chucky needs Andy. This is kind of a big stepping point in this series, so I feel like it's an important part and a very important kill. Being the most gruesome because I love gore. This is the gory details. We're getting into the gory details here, guys. So, you know, this guy's covered in blood, even though, like, Chucky didn't really touch him. He was using the voodoo doll. So I thought it was very creative. And, like, you know, we don't see a lot of voodoo kills in these slasher movies very often. So, as far as originality, very fun. And as far as anything, like, big as far as being one of you guys' favorite parts, like, does anything really stick out to you guys? Anything special that you guys want to talk about? I almost ran out of air. I almost died.
Chucky dies.
Chucky died.
That is just, if this movie could have been 5 minutes and just been that part, I think he would have been just stoked.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it wasn't as scary for me now, and I'm an adult, but as a little kid, it scared
Sort
me.
of.
Whatever.
Wait, sort of to the not so scary, or the sort of to Jeff being an adult?
That one.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
It's just, you know, it became more comical as the movie went on, like I was saying, like,
Yeah.
because he just gets more and more ridiculous.
Anything else you want to bring up, Matt? As far as favorite parts or anything?
As far as favorite parts, not so much. I think we covered pretty much all the best ones. Most of the best ones for me were the actual kills, so.
I'm doing this part because when Andy's mother or aunt gets hit in the face with the hammer is hilarious. Like, it comes out of nowhere and it's just a little baby hammer in the face and then she falls out the window, which is tragic, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Alright guys, so at this point, I want you to go through and talk about what you're going to rate this movie out of 10. Give us a little spiel on why, and that's how we'll kind of wrap this up.
I'm gonna give this one an 8, which is surprising for me because I fucking hated this movie when I was a little kid. But I'm giving it an 8 because, like I said, it's not nearly as scary as you think it would be. It gets a lot more fun as it goes on. It's almost kind of like a fun-ish movie, and it actually does have a little bit of like comedic elements to it.
A lot of these older ones do.
They
But
do.
that's just good stuff now.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it an 8. That's me.
All right, go ahead, Matt.
I'm right along those same lines. I was sitting there teetering between a solid 7.5 and a soft 8. So I guess I'll go 7 3/4, just split it right down the middle. And a lot of those same reasons, especially when you think about it in the sense that it was a movie that came out in '88, before the idea of the slasher and the thriller and all of those things sort of drifted away from that old time aspect.
Yeah.
And definitely did a lot from that, and had definite moments where it struck fear in you, and you're kind of wondering what the heck's going on. When they first discover that, holy crap, this doll is actually possessed. That was also that was kind of a pretty crucial moment. Definitely did a lot for the story and everything like that. So I'm gonna have to go ahead with that 7.5 to 8, just because of the fact that it really did it sticks there over time, especially if you kind of take it for what it is and almost take the humor out of it and don't try to be too serious.
Yeah. All right, guys. For me and this movie have some history. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of give you my spiel. Back when I was a little kid, this is the only horror movie that ever scared me. Why? Because there's a freaking killer doll. I had a sister. She had dolls all over the place. So, I mean, that is such a big entail with me. Obviously, I'm not afraid of this anymore. But, I mean, the fact that this got me as a little kid, I appreciate it so much more. I mean, when you think about it, the atmosphere in it, it's kind of like a lot of different spots. You got the apartment, you got the police station, you got the mental health place. So there's not really a consistent atmosphere with everything. But it felt like big city. It's always a good time there. I mean, the gore, not really there, but it's still always great to have like a little bit of blood in it. Originality, I mean, for me, this will always be the first killer doll movie. Like, whether, like, you watch Dolls, you watch any, like, the dummy movie from Goosebumps, whatever, that little short. I mean, this will always be the most original doll, killer doll for me. So mine, I'm going up one more ahead. I'm going to give it a 9. It's not perfect, but I mean, I love this movie because it has so much connection with Toy Story, because this is the sad Andy, but then you get to go to the Toy Story and you see the happy Andy. You see what his life would have been like if Chucky never happened. If Woody and Buzz Lightyear really happened, they're both named Andy. I mean, come on. Let's just get that on the table.
Parallel universes.
Yeah, it's a little bit weird. But like I said, I'm giving this a 9 just because it scared me as a kid. I still appreciate it. I can laugh at it now, and I can still see why it scared me as a kid. And like I said, the atmosphere, this has so much rewatchable. I can rewatch this movie 100 times and still enjoy it. The rewatchableness on this is top notch, so that's why I'm giving it that. All right, guys. So we've given it our ratings. Anything else you guys feel like is necessary to say at this point?
No.
Fuck dolls. I hate dolls. They suck.
Fuck dolls, pretty much.
All right, guys. So this is our first episode with our first special guest. We want to do this more. If you guys see this and you guys are interested, leave a comment, message me somehow, get it to me, and we will make this happen, because we want to make this kind of a reoccurring thing. I got a few other friends that want to do it. I mean, so I know some of you that do watch these videos. Some of you are in town. Let's make it happen. If you guys want to travel for this, we'll let it happen, as long as you're not creepy.
Oh, weird.
I
Or
barely
bring dolls. Don't bring any dolls.
But I don't have any dolls, so Jeff was down with letting me come along.
Yeah.
Alright, guys, so that's kind of it for us for episode 3 of the Gory Details. Once again, not so gory. Hopefully we'll get into those ones here soon. But we are the Horror Junkies 509.
I'm Jeff.
I'm Kyle, and our special guest,
Matt.
Alright, guys, so if you guys want to catch up with us, you guys like, comment, subscribe, see if you like it, continue on with us.
There or there. I don't know where
It's
it is.
probably
under the video. You
Yeah.
better hit that button.
Just scroll down a little bit.
Because you're going to like it. This is, if you're having fun on this video, we got 2 more you can go watch, with Inferno, which is a foreign film, which is weird, and then Trick or Treat. Not the one you're thinking. It's got Gene Simmons and Ozzy Osbourne in it.
And if you guys really like this one and you want them to do more guest stars and all that fun stuff, like, comment, and if you actually do it, I will come back and I will actually go through the process of picking a movie that scares the living crap out of me, and I will watch it just for you guys. But in order to inspire me to do that, you got to do all the likes, the subscribes, the comments, all that fun stuff. And if you don't like me, maybe even more incentive for you to freak the shit out of me. So
Yeah.
there you go.
All right, guys. So for the three of us, we're signing out. Have a good one.